What if you could leave your physical body and travel to other dimensions while still alive? What if death is not the end, but just one more step in a much larger journey of consciousness? Today, we're exploring the groundbreaking work of Robert Monroe, a true pioneer in the study of out-of-body experiences and expanded consciousness. Robert Monroe was a successful businessman who one day began having spontaneous out-of-body experiences. Instead of fearing them, he decided to study them scientifically. What he discovered changed everything we think we know about reality, consciousness, and the human soul. Monroe realized that we are not just our physical bodies, we are multidimensional beings. Our consciousness can exist independently of the body. Through years of experiments, he learned how to consciously leave his body and explore other realms. What he called Locale 2 and Locale 3, non-physical dimensions full of other beings, different rules, and higher forms of knowledge. One of the most powerful ideas from Monroe is that we are addicted to being human. We get so caught up in this physical reality, emotions, drama, and material things that we forget who we really are. Eternal consciousness having a temporary experience. He discovered that when we sleep, many of us naturally leave our bodies, but we forget it in the morning. With training, you can become aware during these states and explore freely. Monroe also talked about the total self, a much larger version of you that exists beyond this one lifetime. What we call the soul or higher self is actually guiding multiple incarnations at once. This life is just one small chapter. He emphasized that fear is the biggest obstacle. Fear of death, fear of the unknown, fear of losing control. All of these keep us trapped in a limited perception of reality. When you overcome fear through direct experience, everything changes. Through the Monroe Institute, he developed methods using sound to help people achieve altered states of consciousness safely. Thousands of people have used these techniques to have their own out-of-body experiences, meet guides, and gain profound insights about life and the afterlife. The big takeaway from Monroe's work is this: you are far more than your body. Reality is far more than what your five senses show you. Death is simply a transition to another state of consciousness, like moving from one room to another in a huge house. When you start exploring consciousness, you realize there is nothing to fear. Life becomes an exciting adventure instead of a prison of limitations. Robert Monroe spent decades proving that our consciousness survives physical death and that we can experience this truth while still alive. If this video reached you, it might be a sign that you are ready to explore beyond the physical. Start small. Pay attention to your dreams. Try meditation. Study the works of Robert Monroe and the Monroe Institute. The door is always open. You just have to walk through it. Thank you for watching with an open mind. If you want more content about out-of-body experiences, consciousness expansion, and pioneers like Robert Monroe and Dolores Cannon, like this video and subscribe. You are eternal consciousness. Never forget that.